Hello, and welcome to the Will to Win podcast. This is Alex Muir, helping millennial professionals reach peak mental and physical performance. And in today's episode, this is episode 1 of my financial ed series for budgeting for Canadian Millennial Professionals. So this morning, we're going to be talking about my top 3 tips for budgeting as a Canadian Millennial Professional. And tip number 1, dedicate 50% of your paycheck for bills. Now, how do we set enough aside for bills? We make sure that when our paycheck comes in, we dedicate the majority of it to our bills. Unexpected expenses can arise month to month, but by being more prepared, we can ensure our living costs are covered. And some examples of living costs are rent, food, internet, hydro, etc. Now, personal expenses will vary from person to person, so do keep in mind that this is a good practice to reserve 50% more or less that you need for your bills. And again, the situation will be different from person to person, so you might need more of your monthly budget towards your bills, because I know there is some people that are living paycheck to paycheck, so just keep that in mind. And then my second tip number 2, dedicate 30% towards your wants. So after you set aside the majority of your post-tax income for your bills and your account is not left short, you may then dedicate the next portion of your money towards your wants. So another name for your wants money is fun money, I like to call it. Now, I'd still be conservative for how much you spend in this category, but give yourself a 20 to 30% threshold for fun money. And for fun money, I mean such things as going out to eat, seeing a movie, buying new clothes, buying a new book, going for a weekend adventure. Those are just to name a few examples. Now, each month, everyone will want to do different things outside of work. Fun money, as I like to call it, is a good verb because these activities are usually fun. Now, by allowing room in your budget for fun money, you'll be more inclined to stick to your financial goals, and this will help you feel good. My last tip number 3, dedicate 20% towards investing. Now, the final key ingredient for your overall budget is investing. Investing is the final piece in your budget because you need to ensure you have your bills taken care of first. Second, you enjoy some of your budget with some fun money, spending on things you enjoy doing or experiencing. And lastly, you dedicate a small percentage of your budget, let's say 20%, towards some of your investment for your financial future. And to name a few investment options, some are stocks, real estate, building your own business. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this podcast. It was short and sweet for this one because I'm just starting to round up my new series, and I'm still dedicating my second one-off episode to the Inner Circle series for having on special guests on my podcast. So I missed yesterday's episode, but I'm going to schedule this one for today. So at least I get in my one episode for this week, and then I'll be continuing to schedule my podcast for Mondays and YouTube videos for Wednesdays. So hope you guys will enjoy this podcast. If you like this podcast, leave a comment, rate, and subscribe. And check out my weekly blog posts and YouTube videos as well. All right, take care.